Bitcoin pumped up to $87,000. Just 2 days ago, we dropped below to $80,000. Now we had quite a nice pump up to $87,000. And the big question is the drop finished? Can we expect higher price targets very soon? And when is the right time for a new long position? We are going to talk about it in today's video, so make sure you are watching it until the end. Now, as we can see here, Bitcoin is basically sitting just before the breakout right here. We are not in an uptrend yet. We can see the downtrend is still very strong right here on the 1 hourly, and the one on the 4 hourly as well. We can see here lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high. So for now, we have two major downtrends here on the 4 hourly and on the 1 hourly. On the 1 hourly, it seems like this sharp drop is probably finished yet. We will most likely either consolidate sideways now or break out from this zone right here and test this resistance at $92,000. We will see what would be the outcome in the next upcoming weeks. Now, I think, as we can see here, the RSI on the 1 hourly, it's already getting overbought. This is a sign that we might go again for a small drop. Let's check the RSI. On the 4 hourly, it could run a little bit more. We were already oversold here at around the 22 RSI. That was a very nice buying opportunity. I mentioned it also on Twitter, and also in my previous video I said when the RSI is getting oversold, that's when I'm starting to buy. So I bought some Bitcoin on spot, I bought some Solana on spot, I bought some Ethereum on spot, and besides that, I'm waiting for my big swing trade position, because right now, based on the 4-year cycle, the bull market is technically finished. So we might see even lower price targets for Bitcoin. And as we can see here, many of the altcoins are also down a lot. Like we can see just today, it's been a green day for the altcoins, but many dropped a lot heavily. We can see Doge was 45 cents. This bull market, guys, 45 cents just a couple of months ago. We can see it right here in December of 2024, basically 1 year ago almost. We were at 45 cents. Since then, we are down 70%, guys. So the altcoins have been in a bear market since the previous December. Bitcoin has been outperforming the altcoins, and Ethereum has been also performing quite well. Besides that, maybe Solana was also a good investment opportunity, but all the other altcoins out there, we can check also some other ones out. Let's see here. We have Filecoin on the daily. On this chart right here, we can see Filecoin dropped from, this was last December basically, and we can see that this is a massive downtrend, guys. Look at this. Massive downtrend, so it's very unlikely we will break out of this downtrend very soon. That's why we need to be very careful with this type of altcoins. Look at this, guys. Perfect downtrend. It tried to break out here, but it didn't manage to. And before, in December, check this out, guys. In December, it was $8, now sitting at $1.63. So 81% down in 1 year. If you are into altcoins, please be careful and always use a stop loss. Like that, you can basically save yourself a lot of capital. Just use a stop loss according to your risk management and relax on the sidelines when you see this kind of drops, because usually people think it cannot drop further, but it can always drop further. This is what people said here as well, and we can see it dropped further. It dropped even probably below the bull market prices from previous times. So altcoins are very risky and very volatile. I would stick maybe to the top 5 coins out there and save my time and my energy for the right opportunities. We can see it here as well. Dot. Let's check out Dot. Since December of 2024, it was $11. Now it's $2. Look at this, guys. 81%. So the altcoins have been in a massive bear market, and they will most likely go even lower. People say, oh, we're already down 80% in 1 year. It can go even lower, guys. I've been in the space for over 10 years. I saw 3 bull markets basically, and now we are most likely going into a 1 year bear market, so to say. Could be also a very short one, because I see the seasonalities in crypto are actually getting more faster. So based on that, we could also have just a very short bear market, maybe 1 or 2, 3 months, and then we can see already some bullish momentum. But for now, I think we are not out yet. We broke key support zones right here. The next support would be at $74,000, and I have to say, it can go below that as well. I saw it in the previous bull markets. Bitcoin dropped heavily from $65,000 down to $15,000. So basically around 70% drawdown. So it's unlikely now, because we have ETFs buying, we have institutions buying, but still there is a lot of uncertainty in the market. There hasn't been a real altcoin season that usually brings a lot of retail into the space. For now, it's a lot of institutions, big whales and big players just take advantage of the beginners out there. So if you're a beginner, just stick to spot, buy Bitcoin, put it on a cold storage, and buy every week or every month, and dollar cost average yourself into the crypto space. If you want to learn about trading, just start with maybe $100 or $1,000 depending on your risk capital. Use something that you definitely can afford to lose. See it as a learning investment, because if you learn technical analysis, it's going to help you very much in the future. Technical analysis is the best tool out there to multiply your capital. And once you learn how to use technical analysis, you can definitely multiply your capital very quickly. Like even from $1,000, let's say you multiply it by 2, you have $2,000, then you have $4,000, then you have $8,000, then you have $16,000, then you have $32,000, then you have $64,000, and then 128, and then it goes very quick. Once you learn how to multiply your capital, it can go very, very quick. So I definitely recommend you learn technical analysis, learn how to trade, and always take profits. This was it for today's video. I think Bitcoin is probably going to move sideways for the next couple of days. We also had the weekend, so never trust a pump on the weekend. Let's see what will happen tomorrow with the market open. Thank you all for watching. Share this video with your friends so they learn also more about Bitcoin and crypto and trading. Thank you, and see you again next time. Bye bye.